Deception, released in 2004 and was a TV movie starring Dina Meyer, as well as Anna Silk, Steve Backus, Gary Hudson, Rachel Levere, and of course Bloody Jacob here, by the way. I'm a big fan of Dina Meyer, and I wanted to really just watch through everything she's ever done in her filmography, be it movie or TV show. And of course, I like her in Starship Troopers, like everybody. Um, but on top of smaller films she's done and smaller parts, even her guest role in Friends, I thought she was incredible in that. And this was one that was probably aired at some point late at night in the early mid 2000s, and it's that kind of mood. It's a partial erotic mystery thriller. It's a stalking film, that sort of deal. It always has that undertone of, again, eroticism. Um, and it was pretty decent, for what you go in watching. You have Dina Meyer, who does work with the police. She does, sort of, does the sort of work that, catches, cheating husbands and such, so like blackmail cases and embezzlements and different affairs. It's sort of more, like PI, private investigator work, but she does work within and alongside the police department. But, kind of the toll of, sort of, screwing over certain people and kind of the turmoil that can cause and that she causes other people is starting to kind of mess with her a bit. Um, well, at the same time, there are these particular murders that are occurring, and someone she's starting to sort of have interest in may or may not be wrapped up in it. And she sort of has this, kind of distrust of keeping people on an arm's distance because she's done like 50 or so, however many cases of seeing people be dishonest and disloyal to their partners. So basically, it's about her trying to figure out who's really stalking her and who's really committing these certain murders before, of course, it gets too close. And it's a fairly predictable plot. You can like one or two of your guesses that you probably have are probably right. um, but it wasn't a bad version of it. I think Dina Meyer did a fantastic job in the movie. I will say, if it wasn't Dina Meyer, it may have been pretty boring, and it may have been one that I would just immediately forget. Now that it was like terribly put together or anything, but the casting of Dina Meyer is definitely kind of what made the movie, enjoyable to me. Just her line delivery, the way dialogue naturally rolls off her tongue, she's always had an ability with, and it's on display here when it's really kind of all put on her shoulders. Doesn't hurt that there's a workout scene with her either, but she really is a terrific actress. Steve Backus, I thought, was all right. Gary Hudson, I don't know if he really fit the part. It was fun seeing Anna Silk, though, who went on to be in kind of the cult sci-fi series Lost Girl, which I am kind of revisiting and watching through more properly right now. She has a fun part here as Dina Meyer's roommate. And yeah, it does have like a decent amount of tension, a decent amount of suspense, and again, I think Dina Meyer sort of like overdid her part in terms of, okay, she probably belonged in a better movie, and she has been in better movies, but this isn't bad. If you like or love Dina Meyer as much as I do, I think this one's still worth checking out. It wasn't a bad time, and you definitely get plenty of her in this movie. I'd rate her probably about like a C plus, somewhere in there, maybe verging on B minus, because she's who she is. But yeah, let me know you guys thought about this one. Have you even heard of it? And I'll probably be talking about other, somewhat obscure Dina Meyer movies at some point soon, for sure. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, of course, and Instagram.